Delving into the mysteries of the Euphrates River, a vital watercourse woven into the tapestry of ancient civilizations, sparks curiosity and contemplation. Beyond its physical flow, the river holds a symbolic presence in the revered pages of the Bible, notably in Revelation's enigmatic prophecy of its drying up. As we navigate the waters of interpretation, we unravel the historical significance, cultural echoes, and the delicate dance between the river's past and present. Join the journey to understand the whispers of the Euphrates, where the currents of ancient narratives merge with the ebb and flow of contemporary perspectives. The drop in water levels at the Euphrates River results from a blend of natural forces and human interventions. Climate change emerges as a prominent factor, with elevated temperatures and disrupted precipitation patterns in the region causing disturbances in the water cycle and impacting the river's course. The diminishing water supply stems from reduced snowfall and the contraction of glaciers in the Taurus Mountains, the primary source of the river. Human activities, notably the construction of dams upstream in Turkey, contribute to the river's decline. These dams, designed for hydroelectric power and irrigation, bring advantages like electricity and enhance agriculture, but disrupt downstream water availability. The controlled water flow from dam operations disrupts the river's natural rhythm, leading to decreased water levels downstream. The escalating demand for water, coupled with inefficient irrigation practices, strains the Euphrates River. Agriculture, a major water consumer, contributes significantly to water use in the area. Traditional irrigation methods, like flood irrigation, lead to water loss through evaporation, exacerbating water scarcity and affecting agricultural productivity. The amalgamation of climate change, dam construction, and water demand presents a complex challenge for the Euphrates River and its dependent communities. Diminishing water levels have far-reaching consequences for the region's ecosystem, agriculture, and socio-economic stability. The delicate balance of the river's ecosystem is disrupted, posing threats to various plant and animal species and putting biodiversity, including vital wetland habitats, in jeopardy. Agriculture, heavily reliant on the river for irrigation, faces substantial challenges. Crop yields decline, food security is compromised, and economic stability is jeopardized. Communities depending on agriculture along the river experience livelihood risks, exacerbating socioeconomic disparities and potentially leading to migration and resource conflicts. The declining water levels of the Euphrates River hold profound implications for the ecosystem and agriculture in the region. As a critical water source in Western Asia, the river sustains diverse ecosystems and plays a pivotal role in supporting agriculture. The reduced water availability poses significant challenges for these interconnected systems. The Bible, a revered text for millions globally, contains prophecies and historical accounts, including the mention of the Euphrates River drying up in the book of Revelation. This event, depicted in apocalyptic terms, connects to end-time prophecies. Revelation, the final book of the New Testament, provides insights into events leading to the final judgment and God's kingdom. Revelation 16:12 mentions the drying up of the Euphrates as part of a larger narrative, subject to diverse interpretations among Christian scholars. Some view it as a future literal event, while others interpret it symbolically, representing the removal of obstacles to God's ultimate purpose. It's crucial to note that the Bible often employs symbolic language and apocalyptic imagery, making precise interpretations challenging. The historical and geographical significance of the Euphrates River is notable, flowing through present-day Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, vital for ancient civilizations' development. The Euphrates River has sometimes had more or less water because of changes in the weather and things people do. But right now, there's no strong proof that it's completely drying up like the Bible talks about in Revelation. When the Bible mentions the river drying up, it's more about remembering the past and the importance of the river in history and culture. It's not exactly saying that it's happening right now. This river was really important for old civilizations, like the Sumerians and Babylonians. It helped them grow and develop. So when the Bible talks about the Euphrates, it's like telling a story about how crucial it was in the past. It's not giving us a direct prediction for today. Understanding this part of the Bible means looking at it as a reminder of history and culture, rather than a warning about something happening exactly as written. The Euphrates River has been a big part of human stories, and the Bible is sharing that important connection. In the Bible, there's a part in Revelation that talks about the Euphrates River drying up. This is like a small piece of a big story about the end of the world. Different Christian scholars look at it in different ways. Some think it will really happen in the future, like the river will actually dry up. Others see it more like a symbol, something that represents a bigger idea. Understanding these predictions in the Bible leads us to think about the meaning behind the words and the situation they talk about. It's like solving a puzzle. We need to look at the details and think about what they might stand for. Sometimes the Bible uses special language and pictures to tell us something important, so we have to be careful when figuring out what it really means. So, the drying of the Euphrates River in the Bible is not just about a river getting dry. It's part of a bigger message about important things that will happen in the future. And to really get what it's saying, we need to pay attention to the special words and pictures the Bible uses, kind of like solving a mystery to understand the whole story. The Euphrates River and the wetlands it holds are like homes for many different plants and animals. However, when the water levels go down, it causes problems for these living things. It's like their houses are disappearing. This is called habitat loss and degradation. The wetlands are especially sensitive to changes in the amount of water they have. Think of it like changing the environment where these plants and animals live. When there's not enough water, it messes up where they make babies, where they build their homes, and where they find food. It's like their daily life is getting messed up. This is a big problem because when the wetlands are not okay, many species can suffer. Some may even disappear forever. It's like losing pieces of a puzzle. And if too many pieces are gone, the whole picture doesn't make sense anymore. This is what happens when the biodiversity of the region, which means having many different kinds of plants and animals, gets disrupted. So keeping the Euphrates River and its wetlands healthy is important. It's like taking care of a big natural home for lots of different living things. When we protect the river and the wetlands, we're helping to make sure that all the different species can continue to thrive and be a part of the beautiful puzzle of nature. Reduced water flow affects water quality, increasing salinity and pollution levels. Diminished water volume leads to concentration effects, higher pollutant levels, and decreased water clarity. This deterioration affects aquatic organism health and reduces the overall ecological resilience of the river and its ecosystems. Agriculture in the region heavily relies on Euphrates River water. The decline in water levels poses challenges, affecting irrigation practices, crop yields, and overall agricultural productivity. Farmers along the river, reliant on irrigation, face reduced water availability, forcing adoption of more water-efficient practices, resulting in economic losses. Water scarcity intensifies competition among farmers, potentially leading to conflicts over resources and exacerbating socioeconomic disparities. The decline in water levels impacts the long-term sustainability of agriculture. Prolonged water scarcity leads to groundwater depletion as farmers resort to pumping, causing land subsidence, soil degradation, and depleting this vital water source. The interconnected implications on the ecosystem and agriculture highlight the need for sustainable practices to ensure biodiversity and natural resource sustainability. In concluding our exploration of the Euphrates River, we've navigated through the currents of history, culture, and biblical prophecy. The river, a lifeline to ancient civilizations, flows not only in geographical landscapes, but also in the inked pages of sacred text. While uncertainties surround its future, the significance of the Euphrates endures, connecting past and present. As we bid farewell to this journey, may the ripples of understanding continue to expand, reminding us that, like the ever-changing river, our interpretations shake the narrative. The Euphrates, both tangible and symbolic, remains a timeless thread weaving through the rich fabric of human history.